What is going on, everybody? Browns gratification here, and today we're going to be talking about the Cleveland Browns beating the Chicago Bears 26-6 in a not so great first half, and then a second half, at least for the Browns, picked up much better. The Chicago Bears were dreadful throughout the whole game. So Justin Fields 6 for 20 for 68 yards. David Montgomery 10 carries, 34 yards, and that's about it. Their defensive line, though, definitely did sack us a bunch of times. They sacked us a total of one, two, three, four, 5 times. Yep, because I'm adding the half sacks. 5 times. But we sacked them a total of 9 times or 10 times. Myles Garrett, 4.5 sacks. I was hoping he'd get credited for that half a sack at the end, but Jadeveon Clowney got the full sack. Jeremiah Usu-Koramoah, phenomenal game. 3 tackles, pass deflections, half a sack. Jadeveon Clowney, 2 sacks. Ronnie Harrison, a sack. Malik Jackson, half a sack. Takaris McKinley, half a sack. And yeah, that's about it. And then, there really should have been an interception by John Johnson, but they called it horrible defensive pass interference. It was horrible. I don't know how they were able to call that. And I thought that you could challenge the plays, but I forgot that was only a 1 year thing that they did. So that kind of sucks. But Chase McLaughlin had a 57-yard field goal, got it. 52-yard field goal, and then a few other shorter ones. So he looked really good today, 100% with extra points and field goals as well. Nick Chubb didn't have a great game. He had 22 carries for 84 yards. That's a 3.8 average. Kareem Hunt, though, had a great game. Had 6 receptions, 74 yards, and then had 10 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. Baker Mayfield was moving a little bit, had 4 carries for 31 yards as well. And then Austin Hooper had 2 catches and a touchdown. And yeah, OBJ's return game had 5 catches and 77 yards. Looked good. Yeah, but the offense, man, in the first half was really struggling. I don't, they had 13 points in the first half, which is, I guess, is not the worst thing, but it wasn't looking right. Baker's missing some throws. Yeah, it was just kind of, the defensive line was getting to Baker, especially once Jedrick Wills went down. That left side was unprotected, and they didn't do anything to fix it until Jedrick Wills came back in. No type of, no chips or no double teams on Robert Quinn or whoever would be on that side. So, but I mean, we still won, and our defense looked good, albeit against the Chicago Bears team that isn't so good. But we still put out a good show, at least to show some type of faith. And what they did a lot was they added Myles Garrett on the inside and had Tack McKinley on the outside, which I think they should do more of because it was effective and looked great. And even Myles Garrett had a sack or two from the inside. So that just goes to show, Myles Garrett's versatile. He could play on the inside, outside. We all knew this, but it just never happened enough. And yeah, Joe Woods definitely put that to test, and it worked out. So yeah, on to Minnesota next week. I think they play this week as well. I don't know. Yeah, they for sure play this week, but I don't know who they play. But they're 0-2. Going to be an interesting game. Their defense, nothing too worried about. It's just that offense, they could score points for sure. So they actually face Seattle today at 4:25. I'm recording this at 4:20 on a Sunday, and then we face them October 3rd, 1 p.m. So gonna be interesting to see how that goes. I think we could for sure take that game. I think Chicago, at least I thought Chicago posed more of a threat than Minnesota, but I don't. After watching that offensive performance by them, I do not think so. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and peace.